That was absolutely brutal. It was not what I was signed up for, David. I thought we were in for a leisurely walk in the woods this weekend.
It's a leisurely 40 kilometers. You're not going to see it anywhere else. We're just kind of risking it here. This is epic. Welcome back for another venture. I'm with the troublemaker himself. There he is.
Back to stir it up again.
So over a year ago, I drew up a route to go past Amphitheater Lake, which is where the end of the trail ends in Strathcona, and bushwhack up over to Sunrise Lake, where it's out of the core area. You can camp anywhere. There's no tent pads, there's no facilities, and then go summit Jutland from the backside. So that's what we're doing today. We're loaded up for enough for 2 nights. So one of the interesting points of this hike is Donald has never been out here. First visit to Battleship Lake. So what do you think?
It's nice. This is my first time in this area of Strathcona. I've been through Bedwell area.
Yeah.
And like Upper Myra, that kind of stuff. But
Paradise Meadows, yeah.
Yeah, I've never been up here at all.
Slow. Gotcha. Getting some juice.
Juicing.
When he means juicing, he actually means juicing. So what do you got there?
Vegetable juice. There's everything in there.
That's unbelievable.
Beets, carrots, and apples are the bulk of it, but there's peppers, cucumber. It's basically a salad because I put all the vegetables in there, and then I put balsamic and there's avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, and then all the spices and everything. So it's basically like a liquefied salad.
So there's a whole bunch of lakes along this trail. We're coming up on Quai Lake. We're getting the first view of Albert Edward ahead of us here. We're just cranking along.
Grind ahead of us, eh?
So we've got Croteau Lake here, and that's Mount Elma behind me. This is a group camping location, so. So we made it to Quai Lake, just going around this now. Pretty lake, no swimming allowed, but. Oh, we're almost at Circlet Lake here. You can see beautiful meadows all around us. I'm looking up over here. That's my nemesis, Mount Strata. That's a mountain I failed. It was just, I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes and it was way too steep. So this is the ideal water you want. You want moving stuff. You don't want the stagnant ponds that you find kind of around here. So my pack weighs 27 pounds today. I just drank a liter of that juice, so I'm probably at 25. Picking up Donald's, his is like, yeah, closer to 35 pounds. He just dumped out his 3 liters of water, because there's just water everywhere here, and it just gets heavy. So it's like an extra like 6 pounds or something. It's 1:48. We started right at just past 10. Both our gooses are cooked. It's hot out here. Forecasted at 22 degrees. I think it's probably about 25. It's a little warm out here, but lots of water. How are you feeling?
Exhausted. You're working me, David.
Working you like a dog out here?
Yeah, this is a different kind of hike than I'm accustomed to.
You're not used to having all the stuff not in the way.
Yeah.
You melt in the heat. Yeah, me too. So Donald was telling me his typical bushwhack speed is, if it's really slow, it's 1 kilometer an hour. And right now we're averaging closer to 4.5, 5. So we're really cranking here, but we do have a long ways to go. We've already gone over maybe 12 kilometers now. So we made it out to Circlet Lake here. This is technically the frog pond. A lot of people camp here, but this is actually usually mosquito infested because it's really shallow. If you like getting eaten alive by mosquitoes though, this is a great place to camp. If there's no mosquitoes, it's really nice, but head past Circlet Lake, there's tons of camp spots down below, and it's really nice. We got some camp pads here at the frog pond. It's all empty because we're out here on a Friday. There's the crapper, big steel crapper. Absolutely love a good crapper. So going down here, sniff test. Oh, it doesn't stink. Surprising. We've got some wash stations here, so I think that's a gray water bin down there. And there's the bear boxes. So we got a view here, Circlet Lake. It's a big one. So getting down to the water here brings back good memories. When I did this trip a couple of years ago, this is when I really started to push into doing backcountry stuff by myself. Sometimes you just have hiking partners and keep canceling on you, or just be, doing silly things in the woods. So this quad camp spot here, pretty epic. There's a bunch that are right on the lake here. Double pad is epic too. we're down at the, this is a seating area where you can sit and cook and eat or whatever. And there's a dock here. Oh, the dock's underwater, but yeah, Donald wants to get in the lake, so I think this is a good spot. Yeah, the dock is kind of pointing the wrong way, but easy access here. Drying out my shirt.
Gotta breathe.
How's that feel?
Breathe through it.
It's pretty darn cold. Donald is pointing out this tree. We look up there. Look at all this crazy old man's beard wrapped in there. So after about a 30-minute break there, dry off the shirt, Donald will jump in the water there. We're back on route here, going over to Amphitheater Lake, and then onwards. Yeah, the lake drains here. These are the ideal tent pads over here. There's another one just over there. So Donald and I are heading this way. We're gonna go across the river. One thing I didn't anticipate is how high the river is gonna be right now. Now we can get across it. We have to cross it. So we're now on the Amphitheater Lake Trail, which is really small and bushy.
We're all good?
We're all good.
Good.
We're on the trail. After crossing that river, there's a whole bunch of little side trails, and it's easy to get off the main one, which is what happened. Kind of got off track, but back on track. So we're halfway to Amphitheater. We've got the old growth here. We've got some more old growth here. So a lot of majestic tarns up here. Look at this. Crazy. Look at that little pathway too, it's funny. So to our left is the old route up Jutland up here soon, over the next pass, I think, and then it forks over down to Amphitheater Lake. And then we bushwhack up a ridge out of the core zone and over to Sunrise Lake. A little frog down there. There he is.
A lot of water running down over there.
Getting close to the lake here, about 50 meters out. Yeah, we can get all the way around here.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty doable.
Taking a little bit of a break here. We're just looking at the topo for this wall up here. A little bit for boating. No one's ever been up there, not that I know of. So it's kind of a bit of a gamble. So we're gonna make a push for it. So this is the ridge here. We're following it all the way to the right side. It looks like there's a big drop off over there, so we don't know if there's cliffs or what, but we're gonna try to get up to the rock there because that goes over to Sunrise Lake. So we're heading up through the bush here. This stuff is looking amazing. Nice and easy. We decided to go straight up because it's allowing us. We just came through that thick old growth. Yeah, it looks like it's going. This is looking a lot better than expected because we were gonna try to do a gradual route up, but it looks a little bit more clustered over there. There's a waterfall or a drop off over there. So we're just straight huffing it straight up. Looks like there's some sort of crude bear trail here. Maybe water runs off. This is getting more bushy, folks.
Yeah, it feels like it's getting a little bit steeper too, but not much.
Still able to hike up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's steep. Green Valet. So we've gone up into some old growth. It's beautiful up here. You can walk right through it.
What's that?
You can walk right through this old growth.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
So we're making our way through. It keeps going from old growth to bushy. We're getting blue sky there. Whew. I think this is gonna go though. It's looking really good. Who knows, maybe there's a cliff on the other side and we're screwed.
I like my mountains like I like my tea. Steep.
How'd you find that?
Oh, that was good. It burns.
Yeah.
That was nice. It felt comfortable though, like it was a steep, but...
Look at that. This just magical little kind of meadow in the middle of this forest. Oh,
Killing me, David. I thought this was going to be a walk in the park.
We are taking a walk in the park.
Technically.
Well, technically we're almost getting out of the park, but yeah, here's what we were worried about, these bluffy walls, but cutting across here to this side, because we were on that side over there. We got a little tarn lake straight ahead of us, probably 300 or 400 meters. It's hot out here, kind of going through the fluids here, so we're like collision course. We got to get there. We need that water. So we got that I think it's Divers Lake. Look at that beautiful river over here. You can see just to the right of, or technically left of Donald there, Mount Washington in the distance, ski hill. Look what we found, beautiful running, flowing river. There's actually snow down at my feet here. We've got a weird red patch of rock or something up here getting bluffed out. You see that? That's a trail. Goes down there. I think there's ATV guys have built, there's roads over there. I think there's a trail maybe from over there, or maybe from the Diver Lake, I don't know, but it's like we mysteriously came upon a trail that goes up here.
It's probably gonna bring us right here.
This is so epic. So this trail goes across the river here. We don't know where it goes. We were originally planning going up that way, so I don't know what we're gonna do. Absolutely magical up here. This is amazing. I can't believe it was a hard thing for us to dive into the bush there. It's just always such a block to go off a trail and just face first up a steep mountain into the bush, but it's paid off. Beautiful river here. The lakes will be above us. We've got plenty of time. It's 4:49, so max hour will be up there. Sun will be up till 8 or 9 or so. So we got these little pools down here. Punch in on that. Look at that. Just nice little pools everywhere. Now we're trying to decide, do we want to go up the original route up there or follow the trail, which has kind of become sparse. I don't even know where it is. It's over here somewhere, right here, I think, and go up that way. It doesn't seem to really matter. The one thing we're really hoping is we can get to Mount Jutland from here, so we don't kind of have to come all the way back down this and just go across the ridge and then down the main route that you're supposed to. Most people go up Mount Jutland. Looking at it, it's a little iffy. We got to get closer to see if it's possible. The best part about getting up here is now that we're over that ridge, we're out of the core area of Strathcona, so we can wild camp anywhere. In the core area, you're supposed to use the tent pads, so we can just wild camp anywhere up here.
I think we wanted a view of sunrise.
Yeah, let's go there. Then we can get up to Jutland. So just so you guys can see what we're looking at here. So we didn't know if you could get up. It's a little spicy if you want to go straight up, but look at this ridge here. Just go up there. There's only a little question mark there. We don't have micro spikes, so could kick some boot holes and just get across this thing, or maybe on the other side of it.
Yeah, I think on the other side's gonna.
Might be able to climb the rock there. You can see there, it's not. It doesn't. It looks like it goes. Just water everywhere. Hiking up a waterfall. Woo! So this is not the tarn that we were looking at, and it's more of a puddle. So the tarn is just above this stuff here, and then the lake is above that. Yeah. So basically there should be like a lake right there. We can't see it. I think it's just over that ridge. And then Donald's pointing out we have to get on top of that, so it looks like we have to go over here to get on it because there's a rock wall all the way along. Oh, we made it up here. Absolutely magical up here. Wow, we're still looking for our lakes though. I think they're to our right. It can't be hiding that far. I think it's got to be on that ridge. So we've got a tarn here that's not a tarn, it's actually a full-blown lake. As you guys can see here. Go around the lake to get up over here, but there's a rock thing there, we might get bluffed out. The other option is over here, which is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go up there and try to get up.
This was a good hike.
Epic.
Epic.
Finally made it to the snow. We didn't bring micro spikes, so.
Not too bad.
Donald post hold. It's a bit of the risk going through this rock field in the snow, but we didn't really want to go all the way up there because we just got to get up there. This unnamed tarn lake, big enough to be a lake, has no name.
This is so nice.
This is it, the last 30 or 40 feet, maybe 80 feet. Oh, maybe it's, oh, I think it's a fall summit.
Yeah.
A fall summit.
Got a couple little rolling back.
It was up there somewhere, but we're getting closer. So after looking at the map, we realized there's actually a little lake up there. And the big one, there's Jutland. We're gonna get over there. We got a bald eagle up there. Wow. So here's the wall, and there's a lake above it, but the big lake we want is back here a bit, and also crests over here. We're starting to see Jutland. This is a huge wall, huge ridge. So we don't know, we might be able to get up over there. We'll have to figure that out tomorrow. So we got a little tarn here, so we can camp up here. We're looking for this lake, which is...
It looks pretty gradual up through this canyon here though, eh? Look at that.
Yeah. Huh. We also look at Jutland. It looks better on the left here.
Yeah.
Big wall in front of us. Let's just get up here and see what we got. Oh, there's the tail, I think, of Sunrise Lake. That's not the lake though. Wow. Look at all this. So we're gonna try to find a spot up on this bluff looking down the lake. So now we are about 50 or 60 feet away from Sunrise Lake. It's over that little ridge ahead of Donald. There's a giant waterfall here, which is epic. You can hear it as I slip and slosh around the snow. It's all very slushy. Wow. Woo! This is epic. It's got to be one of the coolest campsites ever. We came from over there. That's that big cliff. There's a pond up there, but our lake should be, it kind of runs off of there down over here. So we're gonna try to find a campsite right here, which should look down on the lake. We just crested the hill. The lake should be in front of me, but I'm not looking. Not looking. Oh my God. Dude, this lake is huge.
Massive.
I did not expect it to be like the size of Lake Superior. Sunrise Lake, folks. First ever footage I've ever seen of it. I've seen one photo from atop Mount Jutland looking down, but that's about it. Okay, we're going up, trying to find a spot on this bluff here. We've already got a bunch of this elevation gain out of the way to summit Jutland. By the way, Jutland looks doable on the left because of the snow ramps. So cresting this, see there's the path up there to Jutland. So I think we'll just try to go up there, something, or actually even over there, it looks easier. Go across. That's a mission for tomorrow though. We are exhausted.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Oh, just bliss straight out, man. This is amazing.
So we got the water down there if we have to. So Donald's getting connection here, he's doing a video call. Pretty brutal, but we got up high enough that the mouth of the river is just over here, so it's only 50-meter walk just over here. See where the base of the snow? There's the river there, so we're gonna camp here. This is perfect. We can just be on the edge of this bluff and then get a view of the lake, the water. Just find a flat spot now. Whew, it's hot out here. We're getting cooked. We're 19 kilometers in. This is bliss, but it's also exhausting. The wild man is speechless.
I'm out of breath.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at this, folks. Wow. We got a waterfall up there. You guys see that right there? Beauty. Oh, the big walls of Mount Jutland here. There's waterfalls in there. All the way up. Amazing. Wow, this is monster. Holy crap, that's like gotta be 500 or 600 feet straight down. Like straight down. I'm not going any further. I don't want these to break off. This might break up. There it is, Sunrise Lake. So you've got cliffs here that at least 200, 300, 400, 500 feet tall. Like it just goes, it drops. It's a really hard lake to get to. I don't even know if we could. Only part is way over there, so we're not gonna plan to go down the lake. Just so you guys can see, that goes to oblivion. You can see the rocks, right? Wild man on the edge. So this is about as close as we're getting to the lake, 300 feet up. So that is where I was just standing, up there. And Donald and I have come around over here. And then over here, he's over right on the edge, being a wild man. This is wild down here. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that corner is just like cracking and peeling away.
Yeah, it's crazy up here.
Yeah, I don't like that very much.
I don't even know if this is stable where we're at.
Yeah.
This is stable enough for the time being, but we're not gonna camp up here. So we're cleaning out this spot here. Look at this grass, that little spot Donald found. Cleaning out all the branches. Soft and pillowy, look at this. Amazing. Got this nice patch here. Cleaned it up. You can see all the big branches I broke over there. They're all dead wood. It wasn't alive. So you got a nice spot there too.
Yeah.
These are both great. So we got some food cooking over there. Me and the mosquitoes. Mosquitoes everywhere, but I got some pants on now. I got a jacket, and I've got a bug net. So I'm just sitting here killing mosquitoes. But once I got all this on, I can just lay and relax. They can't get me, aside from my hands. Donald's brushing his teeth over there. Electric toothbrush. Wow, look at the colors out here. Wow, this is absolutely incredible. Sun's going down. Mosquitoes are starting to go down. So we've had an exhausting day. It's time to climb in the tent, kill the mosquitoes in there, start charging up my cameras and all that stuff, and just relax a bit. The sun goes down, last bit of the sunset here, and have a good sleep. Have a good night, Donald.
Yeah, it's pretty cozy. It's a little bit chilly, eh?
Oh, the temperature's dropping a bit, but I like it.
Yeah.
Good morning. Over Sunrise Lake. Bit of a rough night. It was a little bit gusty, a little windy. It's mostly just my skin was so hot from all the heat last night. I could feel my arms, they're slightly pink. They're giving off so much heat the whole night that I couldn't get my body temperature to drop. To properly sleep, I think your body temperature has to drop 2 degrees. And so I end up just with the chilly cold up here, I just end up sleeping outside my sleeping bag trying to cool down. Also, I ate a ton of carbohydrates before bed and I generate a lot of heat because of that. I don't know if anyone has a solution to this, because I always have this problem where I just get too hot and I can't fall asleep. Right now the sun, while it's up, it's not hot right now. So I think we've got to make a push for it to get out of here and summit and make a move, because it's only going to get hotter today. I was looking at a second way. If we got up, zigzagging or whatever, got up to there, we could zigzag up here and across back up there. But we're going to attempt to go up this way and then try to get on top here. setting up on this rock here, and this rock will go all the way up. There's 2 lakes up there, and so at least we'll get to see a couple cool lakes, but we're hoping this really connects to Jutland, because then we can just use the highway on the top, the trail that goes all the way back down, versus all the bushwhacking we did. It was 19 kilometers yesterday, but connecting up there, it'll probably shave off a couple, at least 3. Onwards and upwards. So we just came up onto this and we're coming down now. Luckily this wasn't bluffed out. And now we gotta go up here. Now our ultimate goal is there, that's Mount Jutland, I believe. But there's a river running in that gully. So we're not gonna go over there, we're gonna go up this. Safer, and then hopefully that connects over. So over to the left, we found this spot here. We can avoid the snow because we don't want to go up that stuff. This stuff it's really hard packed and icy, and if you fall with no ice axe, crampons, or micro spikes, not a good thing. So we can see we camped like right there last night. Beautiful up here. So this is the moment of truth to see if this connects up over here. Is there a big gorge? Is there a big wall? Just don't know. You can look at the topo all you want, but you gotta really get your eyes on it sometimes to know. So there's supposed to be 2 lakes up here, and I think that is one of them partially covered in snow. Here we are, we're on top of the wall. This is what we originally thought was Mount Jutland. That's where we came up, right by that water right there. So we got Amphitheater Lake down there, Circlet Lake, Mount Strata over there, Castle Crag over there. We got a bit of looks like a trail going down. So the goal is we're gonna get to that rock patch, up to that one, and then that up to this guy, and then right where the red piece is there, right across onto that rock patch. So we only have to cross that one bit of snow, which is a good angle, it looks like. So we just came down there. Donald navigated us down this one, and we're now actually looking, there's a green chute right there. So once we get up there, I think we can just take that up versus risking the snow, because we don't have crampons or ice axe or micro spikes. So the only problem is there's exposure over here, but I think the green path is better because we got sticky shoes to stick on that. It's happening, we're doing the crux. Yeah. We got 2 paths here. We got snow, which actually doesn't look bad, and grass. More exposed, better grip. Whew. So we got to decide here.
It looks pretty safe and whatnot, but I like the idea of sticking to the rock. And
it's a flat shelf, but there's the chasms in there.
Yeah, that's caving in all right in that area.
Yeah.
I don't want to piss around with that.
Not unless we have to. So yeah. We've got this option here, which is just going right on that edge, but it looks very good. And once you get on top of that flat spot, it's like just goes right up. Yeah. So it's like that's the crux of the entire route right there. So here we are, that's where we were just standing before. We're at the crux. I'm gonna go for it, Donald, and I'll follow you. Not too closely though, because of the rock fall. Dude, this is looking nice. It's nice and wide up here. Yeah, just focus. Just so everyone sees, that does drop off to oblivion, as you saw earlier. This is nice and wide. Here we are, folks. So this isn't a route here. We did see it on Donald's Gaia. I guess this is an old-timey route. If we look over here, Crookshank Canyon way over there. Look at all these lakes. One of those is a beautiful lake, Moat Lake. We got Amphitheater Lake, Circlet Lake, Mount Washington in the distance way back there. There's a ski hill.
That way, then hook around us.
Yeah, I agree. Straight up there and then across. So we got up onto this ledge here, looking good. It's time to get off of this because I'm had enough standing on the edge here. I've never summited Jutland and I'm doing it from the back route way. This is turning out to be a world-class route. And I just penciled this together with about 2 years ago. Just thought, hey, this would be pretty cool. One of the coolest routes I've ever done.
I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting it to be this good.
It's incredible.
Now, we're getting quite a bit of snow here. I don't know if we can keep hugging around the snow.
Yeah, we've got
to run across it or just go up those rocks.
Let's just hug over to the trees over there.
Yeah.
And then we can, if we have to, across it. Just booting up the snow right now. We're just kind of risking it here because getting over the rock is kind of sketchy. Just gonna go straight up.
Find a tree.
Yes,
Sit down.
tiring out here.
Pose ourselves a bit.
Hot. So we've got a cairn there. This summit of Mount Jutland looks a little intimidating. Never really seen photos of this. Probably just wraps around over there because we ain't climbing up that. So yeah, you do actually climb up a thing there, but it's not too bad. But it is a little exposed up here, folks. Here it is, the final push.
The final push, I'm dying.
I'm dying too. I am exhausted, but it's right behind us here. 3 false summits later. One giant valley, sketchy, oh my God. Look at this backside of Albert Edward. Never seen it from here. Woo! Oh, this is awesome. This is an awesome summit. I don't know why this one's not more popular. Mountains everywhere. Oh, that's a big cliff.
Did it, David?
There it is, Mount Jutland, backcountry route.
Woo! Woo! Oh, what's this lake down
You
there?
go over by the cliff, you like that stuff.
What's that?
We got Mount Regan right there, and we've got Albert Edward all the way across. Look at this beautiful lake down here. And this is going to be our path now. We don't have to go back the way we came. We'll just go down the ridge there all the way across to about halfway, somewhere there, and then just drop straight down where the waterfall is, back to Circlet Lake. This is one heck of an adventure. I'm glad we're capping it with a summit, a new summit. This is a new one for me. I don't know what number this is going to be, but yeah, it feels good to be up here. A little spicier than I thought it would be. How'd you find it?
It was pretty good. I was the grind from Amphitheater up here, Amphitheater to what's that lake? Sunrise. That was the brutal part of it. But this part here, this didn't bug me too much. I liked the steepness and it was good.
A little exposure there.
Not too
Put hair on your chest.
scary.
Yeah, so here's the crux. Donald's coming down. I'm just gonna hide behind this rock a bit, just in case rocks come down, but you can see this is pretty darn steep. Not too bad. It's
Back way over here, right?
yeah, I switch back there, and then you can zigzag to the right, left, or you can butt scooch it and just skip one there. Yeah. A lot of loose rocks up here, so if you guys are coming up here, yeah, have one person go down, and if rocks do get pushed down, you're not clobbering your friend. One thing to note, once you get up to the summit of Jutland, you can actually go down the bowl on the far side there, and there's another little sub-peak over there. And if you keep going, you can actually get out of the park boundary, out of Strathcona. We're on our way back now. We're going to take the ridge across the top to the big cairn, and then down where the waterfall is, down to Circlet Lake, and all the way back to the cars. We do have enough food for another night, but I think we're both cooked by the sun. Look at all these tarns here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We found this shady spot. There's some bigger trees now. Yeah, it's so hot right now. We got a beautiful view of Albert Edward. Decided to take a break here. It's Albert Edward back here. Yeah, it's nice and cool. We need to take a break.
We're overheating out here a bit. Dave's making a frontward snow angel, backward snow angel.
It feels good to lay on your chest. You get your core, just lift your hands off.
Yeah.
You should try that.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, it is almost even cold here. Just kind of nice. So we're trying to figure out how to get off of this Jutland right there. Somewhere here, there's a trail, the unmaintained trail. The cairns are kind of sparse, and there's a big cliff here, so we got to figure this out. We do know the trail is somewhere here in front of us. We're probably just going to go down this ramp and see if it connects. So we were trying to figure out where to go here. We were just on that side, and it turned into a big cliff. And I was looking at the snow, and this drops off to a cliff here. We could green rappel this. There was a green rappel over there, but you'd be dropping 8 feet. So Donald's saying he sees some boot steps over there with a bit of a trail. So we're going over there. Looks like it might go down the back. And then look off the back here. It's just a nice trail that just goes nice and easy. So it's better to actually find the proper trail. So you can see the wall. We were trying to find a route down there. Absolutely massive. When really it's just nice and soft over here. So we're going up this absolute slog. The snow, the sun's bouncing off the snow, it's burning your face. It's hot up here. I'm hoping the big cairn is up here because that's where you turn down. We just ran into a girl who's trail running. We're kind of following her footsteps to get back here. Makes it easier. You can see Jutland gets way up there. Hope this is the final cairn before we get the big one. Oh, perfect. The big cairn's over there. As Donald just pointed out, there's people, which is such a relief because the big cairn, which means you turn left and you go down. We want to get off this rock. It's hot up here. Made it. This is our point to go down now. So I've been here before, and I've been up at AE, so I knew once we got this, you can go down. We will successfully complete our loop.
It's supposed to be a relaxed weekend this weekend.
Yeah, not so relaxed. So all we have to do now is follow these big metal poles. That guides us back down, and there's a steep drop off, and then we're at Circlet Lake. And once we're at Circlet Lake, we've got 12K of easy trail. To put that in perspective for anyone watching, we're currently at 26 kilometers for this total journey yesterday and today, with a lot of that being very hard bushwhacking and route finding and scrambling up rocks and, you know, off route. So we're getting to the easy stuff, but it's still like, it's a lot of work. We're looking for some shade right now so we can take another break. We got a bald eagle right here. Circling around. There's beautiful tarns up here. Donald and I are currently at Kauai Lake. We're in the pain cave right now. We're suffering. Our feet are sore. We're exhausted. We're probably gonna leapfrog another 1 or 2 lakes and then on our trek out of here. How are you feeling, Donald?
I'm done. I'm ready to get back to civilization.
It worked you hard out here.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a nice leisurely weekend, David. You told me before we came out here that you weren't feeling that good, and surprise, surprise.
This is how to get back in shape.
Yeah.
We are in the Hurt Locker right now. What are we, 35 kilometers in right now? Suffering. It's hot out here. We're sore. My hands got blisters on the backs from so much sun. Yeah. The weatherman lied. He said 22. It's got to be like 30
it's not
plus.
22.
We're still in the Hurt Locker here. I'm in more of a Hurt Locker than Donald is. Just the heat. I got my toes in the water here. I did get water from right next to my toes, and I am drinking it. We're trying to finish this up strong here. We got to go back into the oven. Paradise Meadows. We're just scorching out here. It feels like it's over 30 degrees. So we just got back to the car here. 40.57 kilometers. We were both thoroughly exhausted. There you have it. Backcountry, Jutland, Sunrise Lake route. You're not going to see it anywhere else. Absolute savage, but it was amazing.
It was good. It was epic. I'm really glad I got to join you on that. Thanks for letting me join you. It was good.
Good times, man.
Yeah, look forward to the next one.
Boom.